That's probably not a good sound. Isaac, check the surrounding area for hostiles.
Please stand by. Detected. Nearby location. Guarded by hostiles.
Alright, let me know if that changes.
Confirmed.
This looks like a JTF convoy. Based on the burning bodies, I can only guess the cleaners had a hand in the attack on it. Why here? It doesn't look like they were transporting much. The supplies have been left behind. They're looking for something specific or someone?
Intel detected.
Either way, I'd be an idiot to pass up an opportunity to get information. Isaac, I need you to tell me instantly if you detect anything. Understood?
Calibrating optics.
Alright, let's see what we can get then. Isaac, scan the system for anything related to Keener. They've got to have something.
Data scanned. Downloading files.
Kajika, huh? Well, it should tell us a little bit more about everything going on.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Crap. Alright, Isaac, show route of least resistance out of here. Last thing I need is them discovering what I'm up to right now.
Objective data has been updated.
Alright, perfect. Let's get out of this waterlogged dump.
Valuable equipment detected. Uploading coordinates.
What is it?
Agent vital signs. 0.
The watch still there?
Confirmed.
Alright, put it into the path. We'll make a quick stop. Interesting. Cleaners here as well. Anything we can get off them, Isaac? Anything related to Keener?
Intel detected. Accessing security system.
Do it. Give me the data I need while I see if there's anything I can salvage from these guys.
Elevated levels of carbon dioxide.
Come on, you gotta have something on you. Alright, I got some ammo and smoke bombs. Pull up the route home. I don't want to be here too long. You don't need unwanted guests. Isaac, pull up the data we just acquired on Kajika.
Downloading archive security data. Sequence complete. Retrieving encrypted audio communication.
Here we go.
Intelligence system analytic computer is activated. All ISAC systems are confirmed online. Warning. Your division affiliation has been disavowed. You are now marked as rogue.
Javier Kajika, one of the division agents turned rogue. He is a well-documented agent, being the only agent recruited out of the Black Ops program, as well as being known for his use of a bow and a machete as his weapons of choice. Due to these choices, he has become known amongst the division as the fastest agent and still holds that title as a rogue agent now. During his basic training, he was recruited by Special Forces for his precision, speed, and wits, reaching high marks. He went on to become a well-decorated JSOC operative as a hitman for the Black Ops. It was here that he was first cited as a potential recruit for the division by the SHD recruiters. During his testing, the recruiters were well documented in stating that his previous skills made him a perfect candidate, most notably his mental resilience. However, during the initial psych eval, the psychologist reported an inconclusive report, which had some of the recruiters questioning if he was a good fit for the agent's program.
Retrieving encrypted message.
Then we have Kajika. I don't know about this guy.
What's not to know? He checks all the boxes. Army and Spec Ops background, strong work ethic, multiple decorations, and letters of recommendation.
His psych eval is inconclusive.
What does that even mean?
It means we don't know what's going on inside his head. It means for all we know, a little pressure and he'll snap.
Did you even read his reports? He's been through hell and back. If he's going to snap, he would have already.
I'm just saying it's a risk. He could just be really good at hiding his flaws.
Look, can we get a second opinion? I really don't want to throw this guy out on the whims of one psychologist.
I'll take care of it.
After much debate, they decided to continue him with the program anyways, noting his past experiences as proof that he wouldn't crack under pressure. While the dollar flu pandemic struck, Kajika was one of the agents activated in the first wave to help contain the outbreak, and was assigned to help the newly formed JTF with the quarantine zone in Midtown. Though very confident in the division's skills as well as his fellow agents, Kajika was concerned about the abilities of the newly formed JTF and wasn't sure if they could be trusted to handle things.
Retrieving encrypted message.
So, what's the structure?
The police, fire department, and National Guard have consolidated into the Joint Task Force. Effective immediately, the JTF will liaise with the division.
They're inexperienced. Can we trust them to fall in line?
There is no falling in line. They are the locals and we are the outsiders.
Being local doesn't mean they'll make the right decisions. Emotional attachments cloud better judgment.
Which is why we need to listen to what they have to say, get on their good side, and make sure the transition runs as smoothly as possible. It's no secret that the good people of New York have struggled to contain this thing. They care about this city. It's our job to support them and keep it from falling apart.
We'll get the job done. but I'm not depending on people who are already starting to crack.
Relaying his concerns to fellow agent Alicia Coswald, he still had his doubts, but went about doing his best to help the quarantine zone and the civilians within. Dedicated to his work, he saved many civilians from the rising threat of the newly formed gangs before things started to go south. Through these times, he began to distrust the GATF further, and he saw a lack of clear leadership among the group, as well as conflicting orders from multiple officers. Seeing their lack of experience and understanding, he began to despise them even further. After evacuation was called on the quarantine zone, Kajika worked to secure as many civilians as possible. During one evacuation, Kajika found himself pinned down by one of the newly formed factions and requested support from the JTF to get them out safely. The JTF refused this request and told him to get out of there, leaving him in a bad catch-22. Leave the civilians and be marked rogue, or stay and help and most likely die in the process.
Portable electronic device detected.
This is Javier Kajika. Rikers have overrun the building, requesting JTF support.
Request denied.
We can't hold them alone.
We're falling back. You should too.
What?
We've called an evacuation order.
We need to finish this.
It's already in motion. Nothing left but a couple of stragglers.
You can't just leave.
It's over, Agent. I'm not having any more deaths on my conscience.
I should have known you'd fuck us. If we stay, we're dead. If we leave, we're rogue.
I'm sorry, Agent. There's nothing I can do. Over and out.
Fuck!
Alert. Encoded message.
All these different government agencies, and not one of them can hold it together long enough to make a difference.
You including us in that assessment?
The way things are going,
It's not that bad.
you clearly haven't heard about Keener.
Yeah, well, he always was an asshole.
And Parnell?
Followed Keener around like a lost puppy.
It's not exactly easy to do your job when you don't know who your enemies are.
You were expecting easy?
You know what I mean.
What the? Are you getting this?
Identification confirmed. Agent Javier Kajika. Status rogue.
Fuck. His ring's red.
Choosing the latter, Kajika grew furious at the JTF and began a crusade to gain revenge on those who put the order out in the first place.
Retrieving encrypted message.
You had a choice. Stay or leave. You chose to leave.
It was chaos. There was nothing I could do.
You all have one thing in common. A severe lack of accountability.
No, it's not like that.
No?
This never happened before.
So you absolved yourself of responsibility
We helped people.
by sacrificing others. You people don't deserve this city.
Please, we can make this right. I can make this right. Let me help.
It's too late for that.
Please.
Since you're so intent on passing the blame, I'm gonna need some names.
After a while of doing this solo, he attracted the attention of another rogue division agent, Aaron Keener. Keener decided to approach Kajika with an opportunity. He would give Kajika the names of those responsible, and in return, Kajika would eliminate them. Wary at first, Kajika wasn't sure this was a good idea, but was eventually convinced to accept the deal.
Object of interest detected.
Don't be so suspicious.
What do you want?
Right now, I want to make sure our paths align. The traitors and deserters who abandoned us in the dark zone, you want them dead, and so do I.
I'm tracking them down.
With my intel and connections, you won't have to.
I'm doing this my way, Keener.
I can give you access to the cleaners. All you have to do is guide them in the right direction. You're working down here, they're working down here. Might as well work together.
What do you get out of it?
I don't get my hands dirty.
And him?
Consider him a down payment. So, do we have a deal?
After agreeing to help, Kajika was told that he would be working closely with the Cleaners, a group led by another rogue agent in Keener's gang, Vivian Conley. While wary of Kajika and his vendetta at first, Keener was able to convince Conley that Kajika could be useful to them, and that their goals were so closely aligned that he would be more of an asset than a hindrance.
Data scanned. Downloading files.
You really want me to work with Kajika?
It's not about what I want. It's about what we need. He's got resources we can exploit.
I don't like the idea of working with someone on a vigilante crusade.
That's irrelevant. He wants the JTF out of the picture. The cleaners need the same thing. Mutual benefit.
If I don't trust him, the cleaners won't trust him.
Which is why I need you with me on this one. He's like you. He's dedicated.
He's nothing like me.
Look, Viv, we're so close to achieving what we've been talking about. With Kajika on board, we can finally make it happen. I trust him to deliver on his end. He will help us succeed.
Fine. You vouch for him? He's your responsibility.
With Conley on board, the cleaners would help Kajika from time to time, although they didn't enjoy working with him. Their beliefs and ideals were conflicting on many occasions.
Object of interest detected.
Let me make one thing clear. I don't trust the division, and I don't trust outsiders, which makes this little arrangement problematic for the both of us. I'm not division. Yeah? Well, you're still an outsider. The only reason we're even listening to you right now is because of Conley. Let's not make false assumptions about what this is. We are not allies, and I am not asking you to fall in line. Fine. But if you want our support, you're gonna have to give us something in return. The JTF are the only thing standing between you and eradicating the virus. I can help you bring them down. And what do you get out of this? There are people out there I'm looking for. That's all you need to know. You must be mistaken. We have our own way of settling grievances. So do I. Think of this like a ride share. Same route, different destination. We just have to get along for the journey. If that's true, we'll get along just fine.
He worked around this, and made sure to have the cleaners assist him when needed, although there were times when threats were necessary. However, much of Kajika's mission remained the same: find and kill his targets, although his patience wasn't vast in this department.
Retrieving encrypted audio communication.
I need names.
What's the rush?
I don't want them alive any longer than they need to be.
Restraint is a strength. You're not a division agent anymore, but don't forget your training.
We had a deal.
If you strike now, you'll send them right back into hiding.
Don't think you can manipulate me like you've manipulated the others.
I have always delivered for you, Javier. You'll get your names. But be patient. Now's not the time.
Kajika was present during the attack on the JTF base of operations in City Hall. Much like Parnell and Dragoff, he was tasked with taking care of the guards while Conley planted the explosives, before meeting up with Keener to watch the detonation. It has recently been discovered that he has made his base of operations in the Battery Park district, with his main base being located in the Hugh Carey Park tunnel, and has increased his attacks on JTF convoys to gather more intel on his remaining targets.
Object of interest detected.
There's a JTF convoy heading to Battery Park. Are they infected? Does it matter? You think we do what we do for the hell of it? This shit takes a toll. They're treating the infected. We'll do what needs to be done, but on our terms. You have mine. I said on our terms. We're on damage control. We're not here to pick up your dry cleaning. This is non-negotiable. You should respect that.
Isaac, do you think that was the convoy we just ran across?
Please stand by.
It has also been confirmed that the cleaners have a drill that they've been using to make new tunnels that they've nicknamed Nancy. Kajika has made plans that Conley has approved of that will allow the cleaners to use the drill to attack Haven, potentially leading to a target of Kajika's residing there. Honestly, it's just baffling how easy it was for Keener to keep this guy contained by providing him targets on a regular basis. Plus, getting the cleaners and Conley to work with him when their viewpoints were so vastly different. He most likely would have been a huge asset to the JTF and the division if they hadn't royally screwed up the evacuation. But that's done. Keener's plans are coming more into the light, and as we gather more information, I will continue to keep you informed about what the government is keeping from us. As always, keep your eyes wide and your mind open. I'll return to you soon with more information about what exactly is happening here in New York. And until then, I'm out. ISAC Intel is a Filmsville Studios production based off of the video game series The Division, developed by Massive Entertainment and published by Ubisoft. You can find all of our links, including a link to our Patreon, which includes exclusive content, in the description. All story elements, locations, and names are works of fiction unless otherwise specified by Massive Entertainment or Ubisoft. ISAC Intel and Filmsville Studios are not affiliated with Massive Entertainment or Ubisoft in any way, shape, or form outside of our use of their world as a base for our story. All episodes are recorded, edited, and produced by me, Cole Smith. Project management thanks to Katherine Minton. Writing assistance from Joshua Johannsen and Villegas. You can find Filmson Studios and ISAC Intel online, as well as all of our social media links by going to filmsonstudios.com. You can find Joshua Johannsen online by searching at Recon Monkey. That's monkey spelled Monkee. We'll see you soon.